Hey everybody, I'm back with another video. So, today is Mark Hamill's birthday, and it's also Christopher Reeves' birthday. The past couple years, I just reviewed the last two Superman movies as a tribute to Christopher Reeve. So, today we are going to look at Mark Hamill's contribution to the nerd community. So what we're going to do, as it says in the video title, is we're going to look at the Arkham series, obviously. So, he's been in basically all of them, except for Arkham Origins. I can't find them on hand at the moment, but I've played at least, 3 of them. So, Arkham Asylum, of course, was fantastic. That's the one I have the most memories of because before I got my 360, it was my brother's, and we just had the demos for Arkham Asylum and Star Wars: The Force Unleashed, and those are like my favorite demos. I'm just like, I wanted to get those games, and we had the demo for Scott Pilgrim for a hot minute, but we deleted that, and now I never bought it, so now I can't play Scott Pilgrim. It makes me really sad. That's a side note, but it makes me really sad. Anyway, yeah. So, that was probably my first. Well, when I was younger, I remember watching the old animated series at the time, but I never really paid attention to the voice actors or anything. But yeah, that was like the first time I remember like actually hearing him, if that makes sense. I mean, I watched the animated series, but again, it was like, just something that came on in the middle of the night. I was like, ooh, Batman, cool. But then, as I got older, I'm like, this Joker sounds pretty cool. I wonder who he is. And it's like, oh, it's Luke Skywalker. That's crazy. So yeah, I just think it's pretty cool. It's like, it's Joker's birthday. So I just wanted to do a little tribute, and here we are. That was a little bit of a segue, not a segue. I'm just repeating myself. And then, so that was really good. He did a great job in that. And they've played Joker pretty much, I mean, mostly every chance he gets. There's a few, times where he kind of stopped things. It's like, he did Luke Skywalker, of course. He also did a Skips and Regular Show. That's one of my favorite shows. I know like a lot of people don't like it, but I like it. And Skips is a pretty cool guy. He's not like nearly as funny as like Pops or anything, but so there's Skips and Luke Skywalker and Joker. And then so he did a great job in Arkham Asylum, great job in Arkham City, and his last role, I believe, was for The Killing Joke, which did not fare so well with audiences, depending on who you ask. Because, some people say that they liked certain parts of it, some people say they didn't like certain parts of it. Obviously it's like they like the part that is the comic book, but then there's that part in the beginning that's like, why'd you make this? Take it out, please, immediately. That's how it is. And of course he did Arkham Knight, which I haven't played, honestly, but I've heard mixed reviews, so I don't know, I'm kind of reluctant. I've got a lot of other games on my plate at the moment, so we're gonna work our way up. I still need to play like Heavy Rain, need to finish The Witcher 3. I got a lot of different stuff, so we're gonna work our way up to Arkham Knight. And of course he wasn't in Arkham Origins because that was before the whole Arkham series began. But I enjoyed that one. So yeah, Mark Hamill, has really like, again, like he's like Kevin Conroy, like him and Kevin Conroy are like, these are the only true Joker and Batman, respectively. Like people argue about like the best live action Batman, but most people are like Kevin Conroy and Mark Hamill are the best. So yeah, that's just. Mark Hamill's really like, again, he's a freaking cultural icon. And as far as I know, he's not like a total jerk. Like, like Harrison Ford, he can be a jerk. He's like, I don't care about Han Solo, just kill me off. But Mark Hamill, as far as I know, he's a pretty cool guy. And of course, Christopher Reeve. I feel bad for the guy because at the time he did the Superman movies, he was in a bad spot because that was a time where, superheroes weren't looked at very well, so he got pushed aside, and it's like, poor fella, I feel bad for him. But again, he did great in those movies, even though he did like 4 of them, and that's gotta suck. And on a side note, speaking of the Joker, that leads us into another topic I wanted to kind of cover, was all the new superhero movies that are coming out. So if I remember correctly, there was the teaser for the Joker, and there's Captain Marvel. I watched the Captain Marvel trailer. I'm pretty excited. There wasn't any jokes in the trailer I've seen. I'm excited for the references because it's set in the 90s, excuse me. So yeah, that should be exciting. I'm sure we'll have plenty of jokes, but I like the serious tone they went with in the trailer. So that's exciting. I'm excited to see Brie Larson because I kind of have a crush on her. That's just a little side note. Scott Pilgrim kind of Envy Adams. Anyway, and there's the Joker, the more controversial topic, because that one's sort of, people have their opinions on things. So, what do I think of it as a Batman fan? I think it's better than Jared Leto. Again, people are kind of complaining about the face paint, but that's probably going to be his original face paint, and then he'll change it up at the end of the movie, I'm assuming. Or it could be a totally different Joker, and then just be like, I'm going to totally look different. I like Joaquin Phoenix, from what I've seen. He's a pretty good actor. And again, it just seems like it should be an all, now to me, again, Joker's a character that if you give him a backstory, it kind of loses the interesting parts of it. It's like, the deeper you dig, it's like, okay, he becomes less cool, because he's cooler when he's mysterious, kind of like Boba Fett or Han Solo, but look where that got us. But it should be interesting. I don't know how much origin is going to be good, because it's like, I know he was a failed comedian in The Killing Joke, but you can only do so much with that, right? I don't know. We'll see how good it is. I'm excited to see it, but we'll see how it goes. If you like this video, then please leave a comment or a like down below. Thanks for watching. I know that's cliche. Have a good day. Peace.